J.G. Ballard's Crash, like Freud and Baudrillard on LSD in an erotic demolition derby. Let's get into this, y'all. I'm DPRK, and I like to do book reviews of dark fiction. So, if you're familiar with the David Cronenberg film Crash, it's based on the book by J.G. Ballard. And the book is just as out there as the film. Chef's kiss. Okay, J.G. Ballard is gangster as a motherfucker because everybody is always getting their panties in a wad about separating the art from the artist. So you know what he did? He put himself in the book. He's a character in Crash. Just in case you wanted to separate the art from the artist, he was like, he's like, no, bitch, you're not gonna do that. He's in the book. He's complicit. You're complicit by reading it. That's what's so fucking clever about it. Okay, there's one scene in Crash that is the most controversial scene of all the scenes in the entire book, and it involves Gabrielle, and how can I say this without getting banned? There's like a penetration of a wound. Yeah, but he snuck it in there. I didn't even remember reading it, and I'm a close reader, but like I didn't remember even reading this part. I had heard about it, being like one of the most controversial parts of the book, but I didn't even remember it. So yeah, that's how sneaky Ballard is a writer. He like snuck in this whole wound penetration scene, and I don't even remember it. Maybe I was just dissociating when I was reading the book. I mean, that happens to me. I don't know, but I'm gonna say that it's because he has sleight of hand as a writer, and he kind of just snuck it in. Well, I'm a big fan of literature that is like a slow burn, and Crash is definitely a slow burn because I was reading it and I was sort of getting impatient, and I was like, when is he gonna drop the hammer? When is it gonna happen? So I get to about page 180, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. So he has this beautifully written scene where they're on LSD uh, with one of the characters, Vaughn and Ballard, and yeah, they go at it, in the back of the car, but it's just so beautifully written. Uh, it's almost romantic in a way, the way that it's written, even though he wrote it in a very clinical, cold style. It was kind of one of the bright spots of the novel. And then after that, Ballard pulls the rug out from under you, and Vaughn tries to run over Ballard with his Lincoln because I guess he figured that would be really fucking romantic. So yeah, that's Crash. That's what you're getting into. Another scene in this book to where they go to view some crash test dummies because this one character, Vaughn, is involved with like research into auto accidents, and so Ballard and his wife also go to see this demonstration with these crash test dummies. And when it actually happens, this is just like a master class in writing. Ballard just has beautiful prose. So that's one of the bright spots of the book for me was the crash test dummy scene, and then the the homoeroticism and the LSD scene before Vaughn tried to run him over with this Lincoln. Those are two really bright spots. And it's next level clever because Ballard took the death drive of Freud and literally made it into a whole book about how we fetishize automobiles, and also how we don't even realize how closely automobiles are associated with death, and that's sexy. Just go look at the stats, you know, of how likely you are to die in a car crash. So just closing out, you will never look at cars the same after reading Crash. And I definitely, if you have not seen Cronenberg's film Crash, go see it. If you do not like Cronenberg's film Crash, we cannot be friends. Sorry. Yeah, if you don't like that movie, I'm just not down with you. Anyway, my name is D, and I'm signing out. Peace.